Hey, what's up guys? This is Monarch Caius, and I'm bringing you guys a different kind of video, and this is once again centered around my Monarch deck. And if you guys have noticing a theme of where every video that I'm posting about a certain deck has been my Monarch deck, it's just by the reason that I really want to make this deck really, really good, and I know the best way to make this deck really good is by getting other people's suggestions, because, I mean, I don't think on the same levels with a lot of different people, so there's a lot of suggestions people have been giving me, or, like, you may give me, on improving this deck, and I've definitely put a lot of suggestions that I've been getting to work. I'll get into that later, actually. But this video is actually just about my favorite plays that I can pull out with this deck, and it's not super situational plays that I would play against E-Dragon and something like that. It's just overall my favorite plays that I can do, that I do quite frequently with this deck. Things that I can do really consistently, and that's basically what this whole video is about. So my first one and this whole all the plays are no particular order. It's not like my least favorite to my favorite, you know what I mean? It's just, I guess it's actually however I grab these cards in order. So my first favorite play, oh, there it goes. I made it look like a series, didn't I? The first play is Battle Fader, Veiler, into Slacker Magician, and it's not these act you have to use Veiler and Battle Fader. It's just these are the level ones that I had because all my Treeborn Frogs are in the other part of the video. But I love level ones, but I love the Slacker Magician because it's such a good stall for having level ones, and with the ease of this deck to get it out, considering your Treeborn Frog specials, all day long, it's like, why not make a Slacker Magician? And it's just a really, really good stall because, I mean, once per turn it can be destroyed, it can't be destroyed battles, so, there's, I mean, gonna be plenty of times where just like, okay, that's cool, attack, but even during that, you already took two monsters away from attacking your life points. So this card is really good, and actually a lot of people, they just assume, I mean, I've had me tell you how many times people like, oh, what is this card? They'll read it, and they'll say once per turn it can't be destroyed by battle, and they'll just set it back down, don't even read it, the rest of it, and then they'll target it with something, it's like, oh, okay, negate, destroy, and it's just like, yeah. So it's definitely a good card. I love this card, especially when they just think it's the stall. Next favorite play is gonna be, this is a play that I like to do. The only the only downside to it is I don't get the Treeborn in my grave, which, I mean, is pretty vital in this deck. But it's definitely still a really good play. And I usually do this the first play if I have the cards in my hand, and it's a lockdown for sure. But it's gonna be Swap Frog, and then you're gonna put Dupe Frog in the grave. Wait, no, I said that wrong. I'm sorry. It's going to be, you're going to pitch the Dupe Frog, just special summon the Swap Frog, and then you're going to use Swap Frog's effect to get Ronin Toad into the graveyard. Then you would banish your Dupe Frog to special summon your Ronin Toad in. Then you contribute those two to either get out a Christia or a Lad, which I really like to do, especially first turn, because it's just a shutdown. I mean, first turn Lad and then or first turn Christia, you can't special summon. I locked you down for at least a couple turns, and I'm just going to be pumping you full of damage. So, I mean, I love this play, especially first turn, or even late game, to tell you the truth, it works too. It's such a good play that if you can get a Light and Darkness Dragon out in the first turn, I mean, they're probably going to have all the resources they need in their hand, and you're going to get rid of a couple of them unless they do the whole, because Light and Darkness Dragon can't negate past chain 3 thing, and but Christia, I mean, oh my goodness, especially if you're going to have Ronin Toad in your grave already, she's just going to keep coming back and coming back and coming back and coming back. So good. Next play is going to be my favorite. It's actually this is probably my favorite, to tell you the truth. I know this is supposed to be a series like I was talking about, but this is definitely one of my favorite. That is going to be having Treeborn in your grave, special summoning it during standby phase, activating enemy controller, tributing the frog to get one of their monsters. Then, since it is still standby phase because this is a quick play, special summon Treeborn back. So then you tribute their monster, and Treeborn Frog to get a Light and Darkness Dragon or a Christia. Like, that is so amazing because, I mean, you're just getting rid of their monster, and you don't really care about Treeborn. He's just gonna come back next turn anyway. So it's like amazing it's just like the best combo that I could ever imagine. These three cards, I mean, they just work together so amazing because it's, I mean, you're using. I mean, you go minus in your hand, but who cares? You have a Light and Darkness Dragon on the field. You could care less. So I really love that play for sure. Next play is going to be Treeborn Frog in your graveyard. You have a big creature on the field and it's by itself. Special summon attack mode, creature swap. Simple as that. I mean, these two cards just go hand in hand. Like, I mean, you just special summon it, and they have a huge monster on the field, and they used all their resources to get it, so it's by itself on the field, especially Stardust. Like, a lot of decks, you know, they have big synchro plays, they get out Stardust, and since they use all their resources, they just have Stardust alone on the field, and it's like, oh, dang, I could really protect my stuff, so let me just special summon a creature swap, and it's just such a good combo. I mean, you can use it with all your frogs, because, I mean, they got good defense, but they got really crappy attack, so it's like, you just get that thing face of attack, creature swap it, and bang, they're just stuck with your frog while you got their big monster. So this is definitely a really, really good combo. I really like it. And here is another really good combo. Let me do this real quick. You have Treeborn in your graveyard, and you have a Monarch on the field. So this is in your graveyard, this is on the field. You're going to go ahead and special summon your Treeborn Frog, summon Veiler from your hand, synchro with the frog and the Veiler to make Formula Synchron. You draw Synchro, and you get either Stardust or Crimson Blader or Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon is really good because you just pitch the Treeborn Frog and pop something on the field. Really good. And it's really good that this deck can make level 8s, actually. Like, I think that's really versatile, because level 8s, I mean, they're really good with Stardust and Scrap Dragon and all those cards. I mean, they're just so good. Sorry, my whole family is having World War III outside. But yeah, so those are my favorite plays that I like to make with this deck. So of course they all revolve around him, the Veilers, and you know, level 1s. This deck is really level 1 heavy, but you know, they're really good. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for this video. I definitely want to give a shout out to DDK1991. Sorry if I butchered your name, but I tried my hardest, because I definitely threw in some of these Cyber Dragons in my deck. And I also want to give a shout out to Matej Compara. Sorry if I butchered your name again. I'm definitely not the best with names. Threw in an honest your request. And I also want to give a shout out to CrossHeat1 for being my first subscriber. Man, that means a lot to me, that, you know, to go ahead and subscribe. So I'm definitely going to be making a lot of videos like this using your suggestions. And if you guys could give this video a like, check out some of my other videos, and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And this has been Monarch Caius, and peace, guys.